heart to actually made it so far here. To be honest, we had 48 hours time for few startups, less than 48 hours time. We asked them to come and they, kind of like, came here. So what is today about? Today we have a launch of our demo day program. Typically, you would have seen accelerator programs starting with kind of like, startup selection, you go through the program, and finally, if you're selected, then you get the money, right? So we thought, why not do it in the reverse way? Why not try to reverse engineer this and see if we can make a beautiful pipeline out of this? And that is how Environment Excel 2.0 BG's program has come into effect. I would like to thank HDFC team for trusting us with a 99 lakh Parivartan CSR grant as well. I would like to thank Vibrant Goa team. So till today morning, 10 o'clock, these guys have been working hard to facilitate us part of this program. Long story short, I need to thank MR. He's been the mind behind the selection committee. He's been the driving force there. He was such a sweet charm. Yesterday I think I sent the tickets to you around evening, and he didn't frown his face, he came here today. So thank you everyone. What is today's program going to be? Let's set the expectation set. Today I would like to call upon all the 9 selected startups to come deliver what is going to be the impact that you're going to be working on over the next 1 month time period. Why are we asking this? We are trying to record what is the impact that you're going to be building. We are going to have an impact mentor who's going to be associated with each one. We have Vadani Foundation. They're just on the way. They're going to reach us in any time now. Vadani Foundation is going to try to understand what is the gaps in your startup's unit metrics already, right? So we don't want to, we don't have the habit of finding mistakes in your what you're doing, but we want to see whether we can record what you have achieved till now and go and show to few new markets if you all can be adaptable to those markets. This is the overall vision of the program. And of course, we have partners like CFund, India partners, Transition VC. So these are the guys who are going to be talking to you. They're going to see whether the opportunity fits their investment thesis. And if it aligns, then for the new outreach program to 3 new markets, right? One is Australian market, second Saudi market, and third one is German market. I would like to add one more market, but let me get some confirmation there. It's the UK market there. So these 4 markets, we'll try to work out opening doors for you for outreach. Now, what do I want you all to do? Whatever you're doing already is what you're going to be doing over the next 1 month time frame. We are just going to record this. We are going to show this to people. And we are going to do some small, work here and there, right? If we can learn from the experts, that's exactly what we are looking for today. So I would ask each of the startup to spend about 3 or 4 minutes to talk about what is the impact that you're going to be delivering over the next 1 month via this Environment Excel 2.0 program. Thank you so much. I would like to call Ms. Priyanka. She's the founder of Kula, to come and introduce herself and take them.
Hi, good afternoon all. I'm Priyanka. I'm an apparel designer with 14 years of experience before I started my venture Kula. I'm also a defense wife and mom to 2 girls. Kula, my venture, provides upcycling services for clothes you already own as a door-to-door service through a digitally responsive website. We went live in 2021 August, and from the word go, we started meeting our operational burn at a very small scale project-based beta testing. That motivated us to scale up and launch our own little venture out of Hyderabad in 2022. And we grew into a team of 9 that operates out of Hyderabad. And what we do is we have enabled 750 customers to upcycle clothes they already own from about over 80 pin codes in India to Hyderabad and from Hyderabad, of course. And now we are building a very interesting tech model where we enable them to visualize their garments in a said form and extend this service to other brands, because as a small company, we could manage to keep about 10,000 kgs of fabric going into the landfills. So in the next 1 month, my focus is to sort of build the tech and go live with the tech model and continue and onboard as many big players onto my platform and extend the services to larger crowd. Thank you so much. I'm open to any questions you may have.
Don't need to be so nervous, Priyanka. So, like I said, this is exactly a place, a stage where you can come and talk out you yourself as a startup founder, right? You are going to be delivering social impact, so feel proud of what you're doing over here. Next, I call upon Mr. Amit, founder of Get a Life Private Limited.
Good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Amit Vashisht. I'm founder of a company called as Get a Life, a term that you might have used with many a people, many a times in life, but it's got a life story linked to it. I lost my father at a very young age, and so did I lose whole of his generation. In growing up years, I was lucky to have worked with some of the most esteemed brands globally, ranging from investment bank to financial services to hospitality. At a certain stage of my life, when I was a country director of an investment bank, I reflected upon my journey of 25 years there, and I found that I had lost a lot of my colleagues to stress, anxiety, and depressive tendencies. When I say loss, it was a loss of life. This prompted me to create a global campaign to bring awareness around living wellness-filled lifestyle. I did not have any other name in my mind, so I said, let's get a life. Statistically proven, nearly 80% of corporate Indians today are suffering from stress, anxiety, and depression. And most of them are not aware that they are being impacted. You could be one of them. Nearly 80% of office goers in India are suffering from obesity, overweight, or what you call as non-alcoholic fatty liver. Sadly, a lot of them have started to accept it as normal and healthy. You could be one of them. One of the biggest stressors post-COVID in India is lack of financial wellness in people. Anxiety because of financial distress. And guess what? In spite of such an epidemic, only 5% of registered active companies in India have embraced digital wellness as a solution for your colleagues. And only 40% of them have a well-being plan. That's where we step in and we help corporate India get a life. We are India's trusted wellness brand, one-stop shop for a corporate wellness ecosystem. You want to create a culture of your company in terms of helping them embrace wellness as a lifestyle, we have a gamification solution. You want to reward your people for embracing wellness as a lifestyle. We launched India's leading NFT solution linked to your wellness. You get fitter, we make you richer. When you get richer, we give you an opportunity to trade those captive NFT coins on our own marketplace with over 6,000 global renowned product brands on our platform. People can redeem those NFTs and, we only sell wellness products and services on our platform. People want to join online sessions, we have them covered. They want to have diagnostics, we have them covered. Interestingly, on the word diagnostics, nearly 67% of physical health issues in corporate space happen because of poor posture, poor ergonomics. Look around, you'll find them, right? We have a biomechanics AI-enabled assessment tool, which not only assesses your biomechanic health, but also gives you a solution there and then in terms of the video solutions. That's MyGal for You. It's one-stop shop for corporate well-being. And while we are doing that, we are helping create a social impact, whether it is in form of women health, whether it is in terms of corporate India health, in terms of partnering with entities like Indian Navy and Maritime Authority, where we are helping them conduct events like marathon, cyclothon, and project a cause of cleaner oceans. We have done it all. So from 17 UN Sustainability Development Goals, if I have to put hand on my heart, we are religiously touching at least 4. And hence, it's at the core of our organization's brand promise and the culture that we are developing. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call upon Professor Saurabh Patankar. But once you come inside this black box, we are going to call up Saurabh. Please.
Hi, thanks, Tarun. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Saurabh Patankar. I am a faculty at BITS Pilani, and I have a startup. And so I, as Tarun said, I am here as Saurabh, the entrepreneur. Right. So I invented a technology to densify biomass in my lab, and this technology basically can give any shape to biomass. So basically, we try to give desired shape to biomass. We can make cubes out of it. We can make spheres out of it. We can make idols with intricate details with biomass. And so we found that there is an opportunity for this research to go into market to kind of find some applications and be in the sustainability domain. So we started our journey by doing a lot of research, around 2 years of research. And at the end of it, we optimized the conditions. We found that, okay, this product is now able to go into a scale-up stage. So we are now scaling up it at 2 tons per day capacity in Mumbai. So we are creating that facility, trying to understand the conditions which are detrimental towards the costing of it, towards the shelf life of that product. And then we are trying to offer it as a packaging material, as a void fill packaging material, or as a material to make biodegradable lightweight idols, or as a material for bioenergy. Because we can make pellets of 2 mm to 6 mm size, which are essential for combustion in the coal reactor. We are trying to provide that material as a form of a bioenergy, low-cost bioenergy material in a desirable shape and size. So that is our journey so far. We started with only research on our mind, and we are entering markets where we can make a positive change at a larger scale for the world. Thank you.
Surprisingly, professors don't give the mic so soon, and you have done it. So, next, I would like to call upon Mr. Kamal Krishna Mohan. He is from Quebec Ventures.
I'm Kamal Krishna Mohan from Quebec Ventures. We are working towards the SDG Global Sustainable Development Goal of affordable green energy. And we have created our framework called Virtual Power Plant, which is a combination of renewable energy and power optimization along with the energy management solution. See, on the power, renewable energy part, we have created our own DC-based windmill, which is a very low-altitude windmill, which can be integrated with the existing solar setup, whatever we have in our household. And we are also developing our own DC framework. So whatever the energy being produced in the renewable energy, that is form of DC, which is no need to convert it through an inverter, which is no need to convert as AC, and most of the gadget what we work, like mobile phone, laptop, television, and almost all the equipments in residential, like inverter, ACs, inverter, refrigerator, all are DC based. So through the DC readiness platform, we can directly plug into our system, and we can just able to power up those devices, through which we can save about 30% of conversion losses. That's it. Thank you.
Check. Next, we have Vaibhav Agrawal. So he's also flown from Delhi, and my gentleman here is already doing great work with Adani Foundation, Adani Solar Farms as well. Please take the floor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vaibhav Agrawal, and we are making this little device called Solar Optimizer. It helps solar plants get more efficient by as much as 5 to 10%. This particular device that we did a prototyping of made an additional energy of 3% at one of the plants at so-called big daddies of solar energy generations in India. To give you a little bit of background about myself, I used to be working with Godfrey Phillips, Marlboro in India typically. I used to look after their international business division. In around 2021, I decided to quit and I wanted to start something. I realized that there are so many technologies available in so many technical institutes. We have a lot of technologies available, but they're all at lab level. And I realized, why don't you bring them onto the ground? One such device that I identified was Solar Optimizer. Unfortunately, so far, most of the hardware, in fact, all the high-tech hardware is being imported from overseas. We decided to get our hands onto this. Up till now, this device was being imported from a company called Solar Edge or Tiago at a cost of 3,500, 4,000 rupees. We've been able to make it at 1,200 rupees and yet make 100% margin. So you can imagine the amount of profits or amount of money that is going out of India just on the grounds of R&D, time and money they've spent abroad. That's not only money drain, that's brain drain, everything. We have it in India, and we must utilize it. We must bring it to ground, and that's what we did. We were fortunate enough last year to have been given a chance by one of the big daddies in solar generation plants. And to our surprise, we got an additional energy generation by 3%. So it was in a 200 megawatt plant. Typically translates to almost 6 megawatts additional energy in a 200 megawatt plant, and a carbon footprint reduction by almost 84,000 tons annually. So yeah, so we ourselves were surprised that's the kind of impact we could make in the environment as well as in the Indian engineering industry. Yeah, so that's what we are. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions that you may have, online, offline, anytime. We're based out of Delhi. Our pilot lot production is very soon going to be going to one of the industry players, and then we'll be commercializing the product. Thank you. Professor, I'm very impressed with you. Most of the professors, I'm sorry, I'm just going out of my turn, but most of the professors in India, they all have so much talent in India. But unfortunately, no one takes the courage or no one to come forward and launch a product or even puts his feet on the ground. So hats off to you.
Hello. Yeah, myself, Brito. I'm co-founder of Medcure Medical Solutions, and then it's been rebranded for AirView because we are concentrated on air quality improvement. So again, we are born from COVID, the COVID-19. So it was all in 2020 that transition our work life, and we wanted to do something for society. And the first day, we thought we should do something to the hospital and healthcare system because it was badly affected. And first day when we went to the hospital, we said we want to do some help, and they said we are in need of oxygen concentrators, and we don't have a good supply of it, and we have a patient which is who is critically ill, and we want an immediate need. So within 1 hour, we were able to arrange the oxygen concentrator, and we were able to supply her, and she was come back. She luckily came back to life after a month of usage. So that inspired us that we need to do something more. And then we started researching on why this COVID is happening, why everyone is affected when they're in a single hall, whether it's house or your workspace or classrooms, everywhere. So we thought there is something more severe, fundamentally wrong with our ventilation system or the buildings which we are living in. It's the air quality that we don't monitor, lack of data, unawareness about the air quality. We all believe that air quality is all about outdoors, right? When the winter comes, air quality comes, and Delhi is there in the top most polluted city in the world, but it's not so. If you look at the indoor air quality, the WHO says it's 5 to 10x more polluted than the outdoor. Because we spend 90% of the time indoor. Why should I worry about my outdoor? Where as an individual or as a company, I cannot do much for the outdoor pollution. It's all about, as far as I believe in, it's all about the government measures that needs to be stricted to reduce the outdoor pollution. So the indoor pollution is causing about 10 million deaths a year prematurely. So, meaning they are not supposed to die, but because they are dying because of the indoor air pollution. And then we just now approached central government, MeitY, for the funds to develop our monitors and then purifiers. And we were one of the first to make indoor air quality monitor from India. And these are all IoT powered. And we have a dedicated dashboard which actually monitors live 24/7. And then we just wanted to provide air quality audits to the businesses as well as for the individuals. So we have varieties of air quality monitors, one for the B2C, which is pocket friendly. You can use it in the subcategory of 10,000, you can purchase an air quality monitor. And then enterprise version, which has got 11 different parameters. And this is like wall mounted and IoT powered. These are used for your employee well-being as well as increasing your productivity rate, as Amit sir was saying. So, and then, to some extent, we can also save our energy by monitoring the temperature and humidity, because there are so many places where we unwantedly provide the ACs. So there are a lot more things going on in our startup, and we're continuously growing. So it's all about how we are impacting for the health and well-being of the occupants, as well as environmentally, sustainably, how we are going to target our country's productivity, health and well-being, as well as to provide more healthy and productive lifestyle for the individuals. I hope every one of you would join us in this journey, and I would also thank Sir for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to take liberty, Brito, since you're there, that not only is it a beautiful congregation that has been brought by Tarun and BGIES, we signed our B2B deal today in consensus that we will be taking them to corporates and to our 2.2 million users. So thank you so much for partnering with us.
Thank you so much, sir.
Not so much of a hidden agenda, but that was a plan altogether. I want all of you all to work together as a tribe, right? Everyone has an advantage. Everyone has a particular unique selling position, and if you can leverage each other's advantages or strength, I kind of feel everyone here is uniquely strength in a particular angle by themselves. So, thank you, Brito. That was lovely. Next, I'm going to call the startup founder's name is Gayatri. But I'm pretty much amazed by what product they are trying to sell, right? It's a vegan leather or vegetarian leather based products. Please take the floor, Ms. Gayatri.
Thank you, Tarun. That was very kind. So my name's Gayatri. I co-founded a startup called Green Hermitage. We're one of India's first plant-based leather brands. When we started off, we were only number 2 in the market. There was one brand before us. But a lot of us have come across a term in the market which is very openly thrown around, which is vegan leather. But if I went and asked people what vegan leather was, they'll tell me this brand sells it or that brand sells it. But we don't know what vegan leather actually is. Where is it coming from? Do we understand the base product of it? We don't. So vegan leather in India predominantly means PU leather, which is polyurethane. It's a derivative of plastic and it's non-biodegradable. So you're not doing a favor to the planet by buying vegan leather. You're actually detrimenting it. There are so many innovations happening in tech, AI, climate space. But I feel in the climate space, the consumer market is a very, not clearly looked upon market. And so when I was doing my research on where I'm going to go next in my climate journey and sustainability journey, I came across this material, which is plant-based leather. And plant-based leather is now 100% biodegradable. It has 0 animal leather in it, and it has zero plastic or PU derivatives in it. So within a year, it has the ability to biodegrade completely. And how we are disseminating the material into the market is through our brand called Green Hermitage. We make handbags and travel accessories from plant-based leather. Currently, we are in the retail sector, but we are also doing B2B and corporate orders as well. And we've done it for big names like ISP and Invest India and T-Hub. We've done orders for them. So the one sole purpose behind starting Green Hermitage was that we want sustainability to be aspirational, to be trendy. We want the consumers and the masses to find it attractive to buy sustainable products, not just in the traditional sense where people have always known jute leather bags as jhola bags as sustainable or canvas as sustainable. But now we can proudly say that even leather can be so supremely sustainable that it's made out of plant leather. And I hope that while you, of course, applaud all our innovations, that you also are one of the first users and consumers of these products. Thank you.
So no freebies, okay? Buy the product from her. So the next, I would like to call one of my favorite persons, right? Sandeep Vyas. Such a lovely gentleman. We met in Global Bio India conference, and ever since then he has been trying to somehow associate it with us. He's purely looking forward to work harder. So I kind of felt he deserves that opportunity here. Please, Sandeep.
Thank you so much, Tarun. Thank you so much, Tarun. So good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Sandeep Vyas. I am founder and CEO of Mild Cares. So Mild Cares is into the women health and wellness sector. So in 2019, my dearest wife faced the problem of vaginal infections. During that time, we were dialogue with the gynecologist why in India, there is more than 60% female face the UTI problem. So the problem is exists with my wife. So I eagerly looking forward what is the root cause of this problem is and what is the solutions could be. So we were understanding the problem. During that time, the gynecologist suggested that the skin is very sensitive, and whatever the product you are using, which is not up to the mark, or you can say up to the standard. What we have dialogue that we are using the most premium quality of the product, most expensive product which is available into the market. So she suggested that if you could, then you can switch to the cup. It's a menstrual cup. Hope people know about the menstrual cup. So we ordered from the Switzerland, and it took us 2.5 months to get the product delivered into my doorstep. And we have paid more than 4,000 rupees for that. So the Mild Cares journey started from here. And then we have, when my wife used that product, she is very fine with the product, and the wife suggested to friends and family, and they are also very much comfortable than the sanitary napkins. So the journey started from here in 2020. So we were finding out the menstrual cup in India, but we could not find the as per the standard. There was some companies available into the market which is sourcing from the China. And China, when we are producing something or sourcing from China, we could not have the proper quality control over the products. So this is the main concern where we avoid generally a Chinese product. So we were conscious about this product to build. We have tied with some of the industries who are making the medical product. We built a very first made in India menstrual cup in India. And from 2020 when we are into the market, so far we have impacted more than 1 million female, 200,000 users we have in India as well. Directly, indirectly, we have impacted more than 1 million. The good news is we got the challenge in 2020 that, this product work for the premium kind of females, or you can say the tier 1 cities or high profile females. We accept this challenge, and we work in tier 3 cities in Uttar Pradesh. And in the last 8 months, we are going to be one Blaze sanitary napkin free. It's 99% female using the sanitary napkin free, and our gyno they are using. So we are soon announcing this news into the public in 28th of May. This is the Menstrual Hygiene Day. So this is the impact we are creating. We want to be a sanitary napkin free India. This is the big vision we have, because it's the most sustainable and comfortable product till now. In the last 75 years of freedom in India, only 36% of female use sanitary napkins. Still 64% they are using cloths, etc. So we want to be offer the sustainable product, as it's much comfortable than sanitary napkins, as well as it's the most
cheaper, or we can say the cost-effective products. If you can calculate the 5 years of sanitary napkin cost, it's around 18,000 to 20,000 rupees. We are offering just 299. I mean 300 or 400 rupees of the product for 5 years. Through this, we have cost effective than 99% than existing product, and it's a wonderful product which we have. We have the 95% menstruator who are saying like they are never back on sanitary napkins while using Gynocup. So thank you so much for the support we are getting, and thank you so much, Tarun, for this wonderful opportunity. We want to be a more and more universities, colleges, and villages to be a sanitary napkin free. So here we have the vision to Goa should be the sanitary napkin free state first. So this is the things which here. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Sandeep. And it really takes guts to, take initiatives like this, right? I really appreciate you on that. The last but not the least, I need to once again, call you all out, Sanket. So please come. I would ask you not to sit near the investors, particularly because they were not doing well last day. They had a fever just because we had to call everyone, and I had requested them to come, at least get the awards and go. So they are here, but the intent is basically these are the other tribes of yours, right? And they are part of the program. They are not competing with you. You can partner with anyone out here to see whether you can find synergies in sales, marketing, technology development. For a fact, you might be a good tech developer, and they would want to, make partnerships with you. That being said, floor is yours.
Thanks a lot, Tarun. By the way, sorry we were late also. We couldn't look at Tadar's pitch. But the problem that we are solving is actually a problem that had occurred to us, specifically my mother. In 2020, my mother had a health issue, and it went for 3 months in hospital just because we didn't knew a particular information. In fact, 2 billion people are affected in the world today, as of today. Yesterday was that day, so it's a hint for you. So this issue is affecting around 2 lakh people in India. Every year they are dying because of this issue, and that is water quality. Water quality is a major challenge not only in India and developing countries, but even in the developed countries like US, Denmark, Germany, and other places in Europe. And that's why we designed Saaf Water, which is an AI IoT based platform that allows you to monitor water in real time. What is our USP is basically we have a patent pending design that allows us to detect water quality as a whole, that is physical, chemical, and biological contamination in real time with just 3 sensors. That's the unique power of Saaf Water. Apart from that, Saaf Water is also capable to deploy in any type of configuration, be it a 15 mm pipeline or even a 20 mm pipeline, or it could even be a reservoir or a tank, be it no pipelines at all. In fact, we have already installed 1 unit for Goa PWD as a pilot, which is installed on a 200 mm pipeline, which is a high pressure pipeline that comes from Salalam Dam. And like this, looking at all this, we were awarded the Call for Code Global Challenge Global Winner in 2021 by IBM. And eminent judges like Bill Clinton also. We won around 1.5 crores that time as a prize money. Later on, Bill Gates himself invited us to goalkeepers in 2023. Also, we were a part of the Indian delegation at Denmark for water in UIA World Congress of Architects in Copenhagen. And just recently, we've awarded a pilot funding worth $1 lakh from PUB Singapore, Coca-Cola Foundation, and World Bank to do a pilot in emerging markets across Southeast Asia. So that's what Saaf Water is in short. I just turned 23 just a month ago. Yeah, he's 22 still. 20. Yeah.
So there's a lesson here, right? Yeah. Try to associate yourself with younger guys. You're going to make...
So our approach is different. We don't check for the contamination. What we do is we check the potential for that contamination. Rather than looking out for the contamination, we see what are the consequences the contamination could occur, could possibly create for other parameters that we monitor. So that's how we are doing the potential. So technically we don't do whether it is there or not there. We do the potential of that being there or not there. Yeah, so we do it with machine learning. Yeah.
It was lovely to hear the pitch firsthand, right? Fun story, we selected the startup, but this is the first time I'm hearing the pitch live. We had great recommendations for your startup. And I actually did a presentation run. I had a chance to look into the presentation only. And I kind of felt like, I don't know the founders. I don't know whether they can deliver in the first place or not, right? They might be great fellows, but still they need to deliver. But thank you so much for coming today. And I think that problem in my mind is gone. These guys didn't apply to Biji's pitch, Biji's accelerator program. It came in from Niranjan. So he suggested this will be a good fit. So couple of things, guys. So these guys are Goan founders. So I would want you to associate with them so that next time you come, you can just call one of Sanket or, yeah. And basically, they are going to take you out from next time, right? So that's the reason why we are saying associate with them. You have mass network of people. I'll just briefly introduce everyone here. Amit, founder of MyGalf. He's from investment banking background. Pretty good in networking. You should connect with him. Kula from Hyderabad, but settled in Goa. They're upcycling, clothes and making new designer wear, basically. If I said it in a nutshell, yeah. Vegetarian leather. It's not vegan leather, but yeah, plant leather. So there's a huge scope for that startup. I have personally been in this arena for past 1.5 years at least. I've been trying to look what works, what doesn't work, which fiber works. And when I saw these guys, it actually sells. Right? What works is, one thing, but what sells in the market is one thing, right? So I really appreciate you all for that. Behind we have Vaibhav. He's from Delhi. Yes. And these guys are doing a device which is going to improve the efficiency of solar panels, at least by 5 to 10%, 15%, somewhere there. They're already piloting with Adani green solar panels. And I believe they are going to be taking it much bigger scale. You guys actually need to see if you have any compatibility, right? Sandeep, you just heard his pitch. Did you?
No.
Okay.
Came in the last time.
So women wellness startup, you should connect with Sandeep. Very enterprising founder. For a fact, his products is already available in Flipkart, Amazon, one of the top selling products. See if he can help you in building the D2C model of yours, right? Something of that sort. We have Paul and Brito. They're from Chennai. They have a air quality, monitoring and cooler as well. Have you seen the Dyson, that 60 purification machine, right? The Dyson, the competition is Dyson 65,000 rupees, the product. They are selling it half the price. They are doing more, almost double of what this Dyson does. So, a startup to look forward to. Who else? Professor Patankar. They are into organic, processing and building byproducts out of that. A particular byproduct, they are focusing on packaging kind of materials, right? It's still work in process, if I may say, but my vision for them is basically they could be the sourcing partners for Flipkart or Amazon, packaging materials there. Yes, so we have Paul, sorry, I'm singing Kamal there. Kamal is from Quebec Ventures. Quebec? Yeah. So interestingly, so how I see the product, right? They have a device which is reducing the magnanimous scale of wind turbines. Wind turbines, you're going to, have produce 3 to 4 megawatts. Typically, you're going to have to spend a huge capital cost. They provide 1.5 to 2 kilowatt per device space. Yeah. So this is a very scalable, kind of product. Should see if you can connect with them. So that being said, thank you so much, everyone, for patiently listening to everyone's pitch. Once again, the idea is try to work together, try to, talk and connect with each other. Now, I think we'll be moving to the next hall for the distribution of the checks. That is the PR event which we all came here for. So thank you so much, everyone, for patiently putting up with me and trying to listen to every nonsense I'm talking here. Yes.